A big thank you to Lansino for sponsoring today's video.
Lightning strikes by my window. It's my chest right in the morning.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today we're going to be tackling another area of organization. We are in Capri's nursery. That's what we're focusing on today. Yes, on your nursery. I think she's a little excited too. So I'm gonna empty everything out in Capri's dresser. Things that I did before I actually had her, before I knew she was a girl, and I feel like there's a lot of spaces that I'm not utilizing for things I actually need. You guys will see the top drawer of her dresser is filled with an overflow of bows, and I just really need to get a system in place for that. And then of course this closet, we have things that I used when she was smaller, like my baby wrap, stuff like that, that I just need to put away in storage and make space for newer things and future things as she gets a little bit older. Usable, easy access function, things like that. So I hope this video gives you guys lots of inspiration, gets you motivated for organizing your homes. Be sure to thumbs up this video if you enjoy. Consider hitting that subscribe button if you're new here. I would love to have you. And stay tuned for some more areas of my home that we're going to be organizing real soon. So the first thing we're going to be starting out with is the top drawer of her dresser. As you can see, it is very messy. Everything out of place. Majority of the items, like I said, I didn't have a home for her bows, so everything's all over scattered. I have a variety of different items that don't belong in there. So the very first thing I do in organizing is, most important, emptying every single item out. Even if you're happy with some of the placement of some of the things, it's best to take everything out, start from scratch, and kind of get a system in place.
Could have slept here for days. I felt your heartbeat, felt your mouth breathe, but it's not real. We were close to see the sun, but clouds got...
After the drawers have been wiped out clean, I'm going to use these drawer dividers that are actually clear. This works out great because you're not going to be wasting bins that are wasting space in there. So we all know bows are tiny. So chances are if you have it inside a bin, you're going to waste a lot of space taking room in there. So I'm just subcategorizing these, the wider band bows on one side, then the thinner nylon ones on the opposite. I would say 90% of her bows are from Amazon. So if you mamas are looking for some, I'll have them linked down below, because seriously, they are so affordable and you get a wide variety pack of colors. After the bows you saw, and I went ahead and organized her onesies, I basically have to go through all of the clothes that I had in this drawer to see what she sized out of, what's still fitting her, and I'm going to go ahead and reorganize that. So some items I like to donate, some I'll save for the future baby, but other than that, we keep everything that we actually use right on hand at the top drawer. And then these labels I already had when I first did the nursery organization, but I'm just kind of switching things out. Like I said, now that I knew she was a baby girl, there's things that she could actually use that are more gender specific. And then the last section, we have her tights, we have her leg warmers, all that stuff that she tends to use quite a bit when I put little dresses and rompers on her. And then the very last bin right in front of there that I use the most, of course, are going to be socks. So I wanted to keep these two smaller ones for those items. Moving on to the second drawer, I want to say that I kept the majority of the items the way that they were. The only thing that I changed out, instead of having washcloths in 2 separate bins, I was able to condense them into just one of these bath items, and then I used the other section for actually her bath toys that were same thing, just thrown around in this drawer. This way it's easy access and visual to see. Unfortunately, the rest of the clips of everything else I organized in this drawer totally disappeared, so now we're going to move on to drawer number 3 next.
Do you miss me at all? Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you call?
Her swaddles, I want to say I got rid of about 50% of them because now at this stage in her life, she no longer uses them much. So all we really keep those for is when we're going for like little walks in the stroller, things like that. It's great to kind of just have that in my diaper bag or in the stroller. So I kept like 3 or 4 of our favorites. And then same for bibs. She's no longer in the spit up stage. So we got rid of those cloth bibs and went ahead and transitioned into just the ones she uses for like food.
But I think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all. But why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air. Inexplicable, I can feel.
And lastly, I just organized some milestone items that I used for her monthly pictures, as well as I kept a larger bin there for clothes that are going to fit her when she's a little bit bigger, so I could keep adding there and have it in one place. Okay, the dresser's done. We're going to take a quick little break because I actually have to pump, and I thought this is a nursery organization video, so chances are the majority of you are moms watching this, so why not share a product that I've recently been loving, and it's actually my pump. I have to take a quick little pumping break right now. I usually pump like 1 time a day, morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on my schedule and how it is. I have a pretty, I would say, steady supply, nothing too crazy, so I usually only get about 3 to 4 ounces out of my pumping sessions. So this little bag here, it's like a little baby tote. I love it because it stores every single item I need for pumping. This bag actually already comes with the Smart Pump, and this is going to be the Lantino Smart Pump 2.0. Are you ready for this? Look how cute and tiny it is. It is like the perfect compact pump. Great if you're going to be pumping at home like me, but also great if you're going to be traveling or you work outside of the home. As you can see, it fits here right beside this little nightstand, and all the parts, as mentioned, I store inside. I keep them already fully assembled for next use after I have washed and dried, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to fully assemble one of the bottles. So the very first thing you're going to be doing is you're going to insert this purple diaphragm with the arrows pointing forward. So go ahead and push that in. Next, you're going to take the clear cover and just kind of twist that right in. It's actually where you're going to add your connector tube from your pump to the actual bottle or storage bag that you use. And at that point, you can choose your suction cup size. So they have large as well as small. I can pretty much go between the two because I have a medium-sized breast. And then lastly, you're going to insert this little valve here, this white one. Pop that right in the bottom, and then depending if you're going to be using storage bags or the Lantino bottles, you're going to insert that there. They're both compatible. Then at that point, you're going to attach your tubing, and then finally you're going to just secure it into your pump, attach to the base, and you're good to go. So super simple, super easy. I love that this pump is extra quiet. Once again, if you're a working mom, this is going to be great for you. And if you do go out or you travel, it also comes with a travel case. So I brought this upstairs. This, of course, we've been home, so I haven't been using it. but it's insulated and it comes with a Lantano reusable ice pack. And the last thing I'm going to show you guys is going to be the app. This app is actually going to track exactly how much you've been pumping in your session. If you're freezing milk and storing, that's great to be able to keep on track. There's just lots of different options you can have. I just finished pumping, combined both bottles into one. I have exactly 4 ounces, so that's perfect, exactly what I like to get. I'm going to go ahead downstairs, put it in a freezer bag, and go ahead and add it to my freezer stash. I will have a link down in my description bar for you guys to check out this Lantano Smart Pump. All right guys, we're losing daylight. This is what the closet looks like before. Main thing I have to tackle, if you can see all down there, very messy and disorganized. First and foremost, emptying everything out, and then I'm going to rearrange. The only thing I'm pretty much happy with is how the clothes are, but I do have to sort through some stuff that doesn't fit her anymore, and then figure out what we're gonna do up here as well. So just like I did with her dresser, I went through clothing that no longer fit her. This way I can sort through donation and saving pile, and then I'll have more space and more hanger room for any of her newer items.
Do you miss me at all? Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you call? So many years has gone by, but I think about...
Down below, it's time to move items to our basement now that we have a storage area, because a lot of this room actually used to be my office, so I kept it in there, but now that we have another home for it, I want to get all of that out of her closet. And then this shelving that you know my husband did, he actually DIY'd this whole closet for us. I went ahead and took all of the bins on out. Things were kind of mixed into the wrong places, so I wanted to get everything back to where it was labeled and where in its rightful place. And then I'm just going ahead, giving a good wipe down of some dust, and then taking a rag and just spraying it down.
Looks like you're changing and all, but why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air. Inexplicable, I can feel it in the air. Can you feel me? Can you feel me?
You guys may also notice that I'm now in pajamas, and that is simply because you saw I was losing light, and I always like to make sure that the videos are nice and bright so you guys can see everything more in detail. So I just went to bed, called it a night that night, and then the following morning, as soon as I woke up, I literally, still in my pajamas, went ahead and got finishing tackling this closet.
Can you feel me?
Now the Capri started crawling, I wanted a space for her shoes. I would say about like 80% of these were all actually Mila's when she was a baby. So I held on to them, and now we are going to be using them for Capri. So I use this acrylic. This is actually for like spices and stuff, but I thought it would be perfect for baby shoes. So I went ahead and put all the ones that we have now, like I said, that I saved, and like 2 new ones that I bought for her. And then I organized it right on there. This way we have space to add more if needed, and just kind of switch in and out as she gets bigger.
Can you feel me? Something in the air, always something in the air.
Okay, now this totally wasn't needed, but I thought it was too cute. I found this little file divider at HOMEGOODS, and I was like, you know what? That would be so cute to display Capri sunglasses. My mom got her a couple of these for Christmas, matching ones with Mila. So I went ahead and same thing, wanted to display them in a nice way in her closet so they wouldn't get scratched, and it's just easy to access when we're playing with like little fun outfits for her monthly pictures and things like that. Then moving down to the lower level, these are all larger clothes, so I'm just going to sort through basically what's going to be smallest to largest. And then lastly, in the summertime, she's sure she's going to get a lot more sun hats, so I wanted to have a place that I could kind of stack them on top of each other, so that little tray worked perfect. And now we're going to move on to the top part. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do there. This is just a little keepsake box where I'm keeping all of like cards from special holidays and things like that I want to save for her. And then I decided to repurpose actually gold bins that I had for my office that I no longer needed, and I was going to be organizing the diapers just to make it look a little bit nicer and more unison in the entire closet.
It's been a while since we were good, so why we dragging out when we've been doing everything we could? I don't wanna feel so lonely tonight. Every time we spend time, I wanna do this for the last time. I don't need it, no, I don't need it, no, don't need you here to feel alright.
And then lastly, all the other boxes and items I had went down to storage in the basement, and all we use now is of course the baby monitor, her high chair that we have downstairs, and then we do still have the baby carrier, like for the bigger version. And then that is it, you guys. This completes my nursery organization. I hope you enjoyed watching. It did take me many hours to do this, but I'm so happy how it turned out, and getting excited to do other areas of my house because it just makes me feel so much more productive and motivated to get everything done. I hope you guys enjoy the full after. I'll be going in detail in all of the drawers and a little more of the closet for you to see. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family, and I will talk to you guys all in my next one. Bye.